Welcome everybody to Los Insiders, hosted by Jorge Cano-Moreno
And Alex Norman.
Every week we're going to bring you business leaders, media entrepreneurs, community leaders, anyone that's making any kind of significant progress in our community and also in business. Today's guest is Guillermo Will DeJesus, who's the president and founder of the Republic Group of Companies. We're going to talk about his company, taxes, finance, how to keep some money in your pocket, and today's musical selection. We're going to do what kind of music we're going to play today, Alex?
Just money themes, so just, listen closely and enjoy the music.
Cool. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Los Insiders. Just real quick, our sponsors for this week, Ghetto Clown, John Leguizamo's show, just got extended to July 10th. July 10th or June 10th? June 10th. And then the International Auto Show, which comes to New York April 22nd. So today's guest is Will DeJesus, CPA, CIA, CISA. There's a lot of credentials there. We'll get into those. We're going to go into his background first. Welcome to the show, Will.
Thank you, Jorge. I appreciate it.
You have three distinctive businesses, okay? You have the Group Republic Advisory, which is more to B2B businesses that are trying to go become public. You have Rapido Tax, which is focused predominantly to Spanish-speaking Latinos. And then you have a tool/business called Taxterminal, which is an online utility that you can kind of put your tax information. So let's start from the first business, which is more of a not grassroots, but more targeted in our community. Rapido Tax, for everybody should know, you have a storefront in Corona, your old neighborhood, and you're helping people with their personal tax filing and what else? Let's talk about that.
Rapido Tax is a brand that I'm building now. Really, I've gone back to my old neighborhood, to my old roots, to really put some professionalism and some certified professionals behind the financial services that they provide people. For too many years, the people in these neighborhoods, Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, everyone knows the neighborhoods I'm talking about, they have to rely on people that are not necessarily licensed, so to speak, first of all, and they're not necessarily skilled. Unfortunately, they're not as skilled as they need to be.
A very interesting online tool called Taxterminal.com. There's a consumer-based application for people trying to file their taxes, but there's also a B2B application where other CPAs can use your tool. So let's talk about a little bit about the consumer application of Taxterminal. What is it? What can you do? How is it different than like the H&R Block stuff online?
Sure, and I mean that's really my baby. It's really what I aspire to move across, really first in the Northeast and then throughout the nation. At the end of the day, I want to re-engineer this whole tax preparation process so that you really don't have to leave your home. Where most people, especially of our age or younger, are very technically savvy. So what I'm asking is that you PDF all of your tax documents, go to the terminal, and you use the secure terminal. It's a 256-bit encrypted terminal, so everything is very much secure. And you browse, pick up your documents, send them over, and it ends up coming to me in an email. And I get started, and I can pretty much complete either 80 to 90% of the return without you having to be there and sitting down and waiting online. So then at the end of the day, what I do is I'll either close the meeting through a go-to-meeting or a video conference, or you can come to the office and it's a 15-minute conversation rather than an hour and a half sitting there while I crunch your numbers. So taxterminal.com is really PDF, send it over securely, and I get started.
So the concept basically is like your local accounting guy, even though you might not be local, you might be in other states, with the technology, with Skype and everything else, you can pretty much, deal with it, but not have to be physically there. So, is there a charge to uploading?
There is, you know what, I typically did put a deposit down for $29 before, that way, because we're actually completing the tax return, but now I'm actually moving forward to a you don't pay until you're done situation, until you're satisfied. So